Once upon a time, in a quiet little neighborhood in India, there lived a loving couple named Mohit and Seema. They were blessed with twin sons, Sonu and Monu. Now, you might think twins are exactly alike, but oh no, not these two. Sure, they were born on the same day, but their faces couldn't have been more different. Sonu had a neat, thoughtful look, always with that spark of curiosity in his eyes, while Monu had a cheeky grin and a wild energy that made him stand out. And it wasn't just their looks, their habits and ways of thinking were worlds apart too. Sonu was the organized one, always planning ahead, while he lived for the moment, often putting things off until later. It was a lazy Sunday morning, the kind where the sun peeks through the curtains just right and the birds are chirping outside. Mohit, rubbing the sleep from his eyes, got up early as usual. He stretched, took a deep breath of the fresh air and wandered into the living room. To his surprise, there was Sonu, already up and about, sitting on the couch outside on the veranda with his books spread out. He was deep into his studies, pencil scratching away on the paper. Mohit smiled warmly and walked over. Sonu, my boy, what's got you up so early on a Sunday? Most kids your age would be snoring away. Sonu looked up, adjusting his glasses with a serious nod. Papa, there's a Hindi class test tomorrow and I have to finish my English project for mom in 2 days. I figured I'd get a head start this morning so I don't rush later. Mohit felt a swell of pride in his chest. That's my boy, he thought, always thinking ahead. Just then, Seema came out from the kitchen carrying a steaming tray of breakfast, fresh parathas, yogurt and a cup of hot tea. She set it down beside Sonu with a loving smile. See, Mohit, one of our sons is like a little scholar, up at dawn, fresh from his bath, diving into his books. And then there's Monu. Oh, that boy. He woke up early, but instead of studying, he's out in the yard playing badminton with his friends, running around like a little tornado. She shook her head, but there was a hint of amusement in her voice. As if on cue, the door burst open, and in came Monu, his face flushed and shiny with sweat, badminton racket dangling from his hand. He was panting a bit, but his eyes lit up when he saw the food. Mom, quick, give me some breakfast. I'm starving after all that playing. Seema crossed her arms, eyeing him up and down. Look at you, completely drenched in sweat. No way, young man. Go take a bath first, then you can eat. Monu groaned, throwing his head back dramatically. Oh, Mom, come on. Even on my day off, you won't let me relax. I only get one holiday a week and you want me to bathe right away and sit down to study? I've got the whole day ahead. I can do all that later. Seema wasn't having it. If you keep putting things off, when will you ever get them done? And Sonu here has a test tomorrow too. Why aren't you preparing like him? Mohit stepped in, his voice calm but firm, like a gentle teacher. Monu son, listen to me. Those who don't do their work on time always end up regretting it later. Whether it's studying, eating, or even playing sports, everything has its right moment. Do it properly and you'll move forward in life. Look at your brother. He knows how to use his time wisely. Monu shuffled his feet, mumbling something about having plenty of time. Mohit sighed and checked his watch. All right, I have some important work to take care of today. I'll be back in the evening and I want to hear those Hindi questions and answers from both of you. Understood? With that, he gave them both a pat on the shoulder and headed out the door. As the morning turned into afternoon, the house grew quiet. Sonu, true to his word, finished his Hindi revision quickly and moved on to his English project. He spread out colored papers, markers and glue on the table, carefully crafting something beautiful and organized. It was like watching a little artist at work, focused and content. While Monu, well, he had other ideas. Instead of cracking open his books, he plopped down on the couch, grabbed the remote and flipped on the TV. Cartoons blared from the screen and he laughed along, munching on snacks, completely lost in the moment. Time slipped away like sand through his fingers, but he didn't notice. A little while later, there was a knock at the door. Mono's friends beaked in, rackets in hand. Hey Mono, everyone's outside waiting for you to play badminton. What are you doing glued to that idiot box? Come on. Monu's eyes lit up like fireworks. He jumped up and called out, Mom, I'm going out to play with the guys, okay? Seema appeared from the kitchen wiping her hands on her sari. If you go play now, when will you study? Your marks are already slipping because you keep delaying everything. Monu waved it off with a grin. Oh, mom, I'll study in the evening, I promise, and I'll finish that English project too. The test isn't until tomorrow. And marks? Well, that's just luck. Good or bad, it'll work out. Before she could argue more, he dashed out the door, joining his friends in the park for more games and laughter. The sun began to dip lower in the sky, casting a warm glow over the house. Mohit returned home, looking a bit tired but happy. As he stepped inside, his eyes fell on Sonu's table. There it was, the English project, all finished and beautifully decorated with charts, drawings and neat handwriting. Wow, Sonu, this looks amazing. And your Hindi prep is done too. Sonu beamed. Yes, Dad, all set. Seema smiled from the kitchen. Ah, Sonu is a star. But Monu, he is nowhere to be seen. Just then the door creaked open again, and Monu strolled in, still carrying his racket, looking even more disheveled than before. Mohit raised an eyebrow. You've been out with that bat all day, and from the looks of it, no bath, no studying either. Monu shrugged. Papa, you jump straight to studies the minute you're home. It's only evening. I'll get to it. But Monu had this habit, always pushing things to tomorrow. Because of that, his work piled up, unfinished and forgotten. The next day at school, the difference showed. Sonu aced his Hindi test, earning praise from the teacher and a big smile on his face. Monu, though, he barely scraped by and the teacher gave him a stern talking to about preparation. When they got home, Seema was waiting with folded arms. Monu, have some shame. Your brother, the same age as you, does everything on time and excels. You keep delaying and now look, you're falling behind everyone. Monu hung his head, feeling the sting of her words. That evening when Mohit came home, he sat down with the test papers. His face grew serious when he saw Monu's low marks. This is exactly what I feared. Such poor scores in Hindi and English. You thought you'd finish the project tomorrow or the day after, didn't you? Monu sighed. Papa, what can I do? My luck's just bad these days. Mohit put a hand on his shoulder, his voice softening with love and wisdom. Son, luck isn't something that just happens. We make our own luck through hard work and smart choices. The person who doesn't use time properly, who always says tomorrow, never gets ahead in life. Time is like a river. It flows whether you're ready or not. You both had the same holiday, but Sonu made the most of it and look at the results. He studied, prepared, and now he is shining. As for you, learn from this. Value your time, plan your days, and you will rise high in everyone's eyes. I have high hopes for you, Monu. I know you can do it. Monu's eyes welled up a little as the lesson sunk in. He nodded slowly. You're right, Papa. I get it now. From today, I'll follow a schedule. Use my time wisely so you can be proud of me just like you are of Sonu. And from that day on, Monu changed his ways. He started waking up early, finishing his task on time, and balancing play with study. The family grew even closer, and the boys learned that time is the most precious gift we have. Use it well, and it rewards you endlessly. Remember, friends, don't wait for tomorrow. Make today count. What's one thing you'll do right now to value your time better?